What's up, guys? Welcome back to Xbox Reforged, and we got some news yesterday that we've really been waiting for a couple of years, a feature that was supposed to be coming to Xbox Cloud Gaming a couple of years ago, and it never made it, with being able to stream your purchase games through Cloud Gaming and not just being tied down to the Game Pass or streaming games available currently there. And this is something we've been wanting for a while. I used to cover nothing but cloud gaming a long time ago, from like 2020 to 22, and that was Stadia, Amazon Luna, Xbox Cloud Gaming, GeForce Now, all that. And there was a lot of things that were supposed to come to the service that never came, including 4K, 60 options for our bitrate, 1440p. There's a lot of things that have not come to Xbox Cloud Gaming yet that I hope are still on the way. But this is definitely one of the big ones that I know a lot of people have been wanting, especially those that use a lot of Xbox Cloud Gaming. So we're going to take a look at this Verge article, talk a little bit about this, and we should be seeing this next month in November. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so Xbox Cloud Gaming will let you stream your own games in November. Microsoft is expanding its game streaming service to thousands more Xbox games. And I like the fact that it sounds like it's going to be a ton of games, because I'm a little worried about how much of my back catalog I will and won't be able to stream, because these days with Game Pass I don't buy as many games as I used to. So my 400 game library of Xbox games is mostly a lot of it predates some of the subscription stuff. So we'll see what they have there. But Microsoft is planning to support the streaming of Xbox game libraries next month. Sources familiar with Xbox's plan tell The Verge that the company is getting ready to test the ability to stream games that you own that aren't part of the existing Xbox Game Pass library. As part of a long-running project known as Project Lapland inside of Microsoft, the software giant has been readying its Xbox Cloud Gaming servers to be able to support streaming thousands of games. Yeah, they're going to have to be able to support a lot more games, maybe potentially more people using the service, and also how many games, different games, can they spin up at the same time. I'm told Microsoft will first test its new Xbox Cloud Gaming streaming capabilities with Xbox Insiders in November before expanding them to more Xbox users and more games. I am in the Xbox Insider program, so hopefully in November I'll be able to check this out. We'll do a video trying to stream the games that we own and see what games fall under that and what don't from my long-standing library and that kind of thing. So that'll be interesting. The Xbox Cloud Gaming expansion comes in the same month Microsoft plans to enable game purchases in its Xbox mobile app for Android in the US. Microsoft is able to do this thanks to a court ruling earlier this week that forces Google to stop requiring Google Play billing for apps in the Play Store on November 1st. Xbox President Sarah Bond revealed yesterday that starting in November, players will be able to play and purchase Xbox games directly from the Xbox app on Android. Once Microsoft's work to enable a full game library on Xbox Cloud Gaming is complete, you'll be able to purchase an Xbox game on Android and immediately stream it to your device, which that sounds a lot like the old school Stadia, right? Where you, on any of your devices, you buy the game, instantly start streaming and playing it, nothing to download or anything like that. So that's kind of where they're headed with that. And again, this is something we were expecting at least like 2 years ago. Project xCloud was supposed to launch with game library streaming in 2020. Microsoft then announced it would support your game library on the Xbox Cloud Gaming in 2022, which is the one we were waiting for, covering it back then, along with 4K that was announced to come by December 2022 as well, that never made it. But it never launched that year. I understand the work has been complicated by having to prepare key infrastructure for thousands of games instead of the hundreds that currently exist on Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, this really expands the capabilities they have to be able to have for all these games to be able to spin up and be running on the server. So many different games to be able to support. While thousands of games will soon be available through Xbox Cloud Gaming, I'm told some publishers will hold certain games back to licensing requirements or deals. And that's something that you'll see happen for a few years still. There are a lot of games that were developed before cloud gaming was really so much of a thing or in the vision. So not everything can just be put on cloud, especially some of those older titles that I was talking about in the beginning that we'll have to see what is and isn't supported. But yeah, those licensing requirements and agreements and stuff, that even affects Game Pass from time to time. We've had 2 games have to go and come back because of licensing on there, even not even including cloud. So that'll be something. But as newer games come out, I think there's a lot more vision behind that, probably a lot more in the deals, the licensing and stuff that might cover cloud gaming and stuff in the future, so that as these games are rolling out, this feature would work. Microsoft's also working on a browser-based Xbox mobile store that it was originally planning to launch in July. The store will initially include deals and in-game items, but will grow to cover first-party games eventually. Microsoft said in August that testing had begun on the web-based mobile store and that work is progressing well, and we will have more to share on that in the future. And that's something I think they're wanting to be able to use on any device being browser-based, but especially that will work on all the millions of iPhones that are out there to go on there and play that way or pay that way, get the game, and then buy and then stream it in the Xbox app or browser, whatever they wind up having to still use there. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out in the future here when it comes to the cloud streaming, the websites, the purchasing on all these devices, and then of course what games from our libraries will and won't be supported. That's something I definitely want to get into as soon as I get access here so that we can see what works. But it's definitely a big feature a lot of people have been waiting for. It may be coming a couple years late, but it looks like it's on the way and we should be able to try it soon. All right, guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.